Ryan with Pittsburgh Music Magazine. I got my boy Jesus on the video camera here too, as well. I'm sitting with Eddie and Mark from Suicide Silence.
What's up?
How you guys doing?
Doing great, man.
Fucking right.
Man, yeah.
Just took these guys out to eat. We got some fucking bomb food.
Yep.
It's the shit.
Some Asian fusion, you know, I've heard of that kind of thing. Fusion.
I mainly stuck with the Chinese side of things. It was good Chinese food.
Yeah.
Good.
Has an eggplant.
Mark and I don't eat meat. We stay away from that shit.
Yeah. All chicken.
Carcass free in my body. Carcass in my ears is just fine.
Yeah, it's great.
Artwork.
Artwork, man. Fuck yeah.
I love artwork.
And artwork.
So we sat and talked with these guys for a while today. It was fucking awesome. They took time out of their day for myself and Jesus today, and I can't thank you guys enough for that. Thank you so much. It means the world to me to sit down and spend some time with these fucking guys who mean a lot to me. I might be 42 years old, but it doesn't mean shit. So can you guys tell me what's going on after you do this tour with Korn and Alan, please? Do you guys have anything to say that you can say?
Well, we're gonna open up the book to the creative juices. You know, see what starts happening. Yeah, I mean, we're really actually probably as equally excited to be on this tour with Korn, to get home and work on new music. And not even work on new music. That's not really where we're at. It's like just getting in the room and being together and jamming.
Yeah,
we're on that. Like,
just riffing out.
That's exactly the one word that will describe it. It's kind of like get back to that state of mind. You know what I mean? And then from there decide what we're gonna do. You know what I mean? That's why it's like it's not really safe to say, yeah, we're gonna be writing a new record. We're not really sure, man. We might get in that room and decide that we're gonna become astrophysicists.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But you never know what the hell's gonna happen. So it's at the end of the day we're better musicians, so we might be working.
We'll probably work on it. I mean, you saw Soundcheck though, like
It's sick.
yeah, like I mean, even in that, like we're already getting in that mode where it's like, you know, Garza comes in, picks up his guitar, and he's just starting to work on stuff that he's probably been hearing in his head, and now he's got some of the pedals in front of him, and he's making sounds, and it's like, next thing you know, Alex is picking up a beat, and I'm like, all right, I figured out something I can play under this. It's like we're all ready just to just get on that page, you know, just to all be reading the same fucking novel, you know, like all be in that same mode.
It's just crazy. Like I was just sitting down here, just kind of being in my own space for a second, right before going to sound check, and I was just listening to the jam, and I was like, man, I'm so sick. I was like, oh, that's so good. And whenever I'm feeling that makes it easy for me to write on top of that. So it's I'm glad that everything's kind of where it's at. But yeah, what we're gonna be doing is just getting back, being chill with each other, hanging out, showing up every day, and just jamming out like we did today. You know, see what happens.
No stress from the road. Getting that out of the way.
This Korn tour, like Mark said, has just been like it's good to kind of like sit there and watch our heroes do what they love. It kind of puts you back and you're like, yeah, man, I love this shit. This is like, I mean, I've never not stopped loving it, but it's like, it just kind of gives you this different fire again, you know, like you feel like a kid. I'm like, yeah, man, I feel 13 years old right now, ready to be in my first band ever, you know.
So that's what you guys mean when you're saying, you know, you guys are going to go home and sit in the room because, like, everything's flowing right now because you're seeing people like Korn. You get to play with them, you know, you're seeing them on tour constantly. Yeah. You know, and the band Islander as well that's on the tour, they're amazing, I feel.
Yeah, they are.
I got to see them. They're great guys, and they're bringing a new type of flavor to the scene, too, I think. You know, great band.
Yeah,
you know. But
they're definitely killing it. They bring it's especially for this like day and age, having that sound and that I guess it's literally like an energy, you know, when you're watching them, it's like a different, it's not just so pummeling, it's something that it's, I mean, you were talking about it with the second day, it's like you don't necessarily get it right away when you listen to it, we do, but it's like we have to like give a deeper listen and then I get what they're doing, like I really like that.
I mean, they're still in their infancy, you know what I mean? Like they've done like 3 or 4 tours ever.
Yeah, we were on their first tour.
We were on their first tour.
Mayhem was their first tour.
Exactly. It's like, so it's like they're a band that's like, they got put on the pedestal pretty high up right away, and they're getting a chance that not a lot of us got. So it's like they're not beaten down by the industry yet. They're going to flourish into something that's going to be really big.
They're giving it their all.
And the people that are getting to check them out right now are getting something special because those guys are just giving everything they have right now, and still kind of like it's still a very baby thing. But that's what makes it better. That's what makes it like it makes it exciting.
They're on the up and up for sure.
Yeah.
You know, I feel too, you know, what I think is when you guys are touring with bands like that are in their infancy or new, you know, and then you're also touring with Korn, that probably brings a lot out of you guys when you hit the stage too.
Yeah, man.
It makes you bring A++,
Got it, man.
right?
Got it.
I mean, they don't take down their backdrop. So the moment I turn around and take my first sip of water, I'm just humbled by this huge fucking.
And it's not a bad thing.
It's Korn. It's not a bad thing.
Not a bad
It's one of those things that it like
It's not
literally sits me down. It like sits you down, and it's like it's almost like
Remember who you are,
It's almost like somebody telling you exactly. Don't forget where the hell you came from.
Yeah.
Don't forget that you were that kid that's standing out there waiting for Korn to go on. Like same exact thing. I remember being 16 years old, 17 years old, waiting to see Korn, fighting to get to the front, sitting in front all night watching all the opening bands. And it's like I remember that these kids are so nice to us and they love us. They like genuinely want to get into the music. They've been hitting, they've been going hard. We had a show in Wisconsin at the ballroom, which is great. Destroyed the place. The place went off. They went off. It was like they went off for Islander. They went off for us, and then they fucking tore the roof off for Korn. It was like it gave me chills the whole set. I was smiling the whole night. It was one of the best shows of my life.
It's hard to anticipate actually being on the tour. You know you're going to be on where we're all like, dude, we're going to be on tour with Korn. Like, this is going to be something that's going to do something. Like what it does is not, you can't even explain. It's not what you expect. It's like feeling like you're 13 years old. Like you didn't expect to actually have that feeling. Like bring you back to certain spots.
And I mean, like I said, like when I look up there, it's one of those things I feel so much like joy and comfort being on that stage at that point that it makes it not a pressure to kill it. It's almost like I'm allowed to kill it. I'm allowed to do as best as I possibly can. And if I'm not taking advantage of that, then I don't know fault.
Well, like they say, the old saying is your 13-year-old self will probably think you yes.
Fuck yeah,
right?
Absolutely, man. If I wasn't out there shredding every night, my 13-year-old self would be pissed, man. He'd walk out on me, dude. He'd be out playing outside right now, man. He's definitely very content. I smile every night before I go to bed. In fact, last night I almost couldn't sleep. I was so overjoyed. It's crazy, man. What's going on right now?
It's a different feeling being on a tour like that than it is Mayhem because you're on the same stage with them, right? You're playing to the same crowd.
We are their
different.
direct support.
Yeah, I mean,
Exactly.
it's like a big difference.
They literally like sought us out for that spot. It's like they didn't. I mean, they may have had other people in mind or whatever. Other people may have not been able to do something online.
It's still early on in the tour. We haven't had the chance to be like, hey guys, why did you pick us to be on this tour?
But yeah, man, it's direct support. It's like direct support is a really high honor when you're talking about a band like that, a band of that stature. You know, a band that doesn't necessarily need any bands to be on tour with them. They could go and do just by themselves and kill it. They don't have to pay anybody to play for them. They pay us every night. They give us food every night. They give us 2 meals. That's more than local promoters would do. They're putting on your show. You know what I mean? These guys know that they don't need us on this thing, and they're giving us so much love. They're showing us everything. It's so inspiring and it's so heartwarming. It's one of those things where it's like it makes you feel like there is a future for music. You know, it's not it's really easy to get so caught up in the day-to-day stuff and feel like this world is just coming down on you and you're never going to succeed and you're never going to make it. You're never going to. It's so easy to fall into that trap. And this is like someone's like pouring water on your face and slapping you and telling you, no, everything's going to be fine, dude. Everything's great. And that's the feeling that I'm getting every day. And those guys are shredding this record. It sounds perfect every night so far. And I've been seeing them do it this whole year that they've been doing it. And it's like they sit me down, man. That's the only way I can do it. It's like they literally just go here, man, and check it out. This is what's going on. And it's one of the best feelings I've ever.
Now, Mark, when I got to watch I seen you had a new style guitar that you're rocking.
Yeah.
Is this something new that that you collaborated with like you did before with your 7-string?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's a ESP custom shop camouflage flying V.
I love it.
Dude, I love it too, man. It's my favorite guitar I've ever played.
It reminds me of like a Max Cavalera.
Max Cavalera. I've heard Dimaflage as well. I don't know. I've never heard it before. I saw it in a comment like Dimaflage. It's like I like that. But yeah, no, it's just something that I wanted to do for a long time. It's a camo V, and it was kind of like a long shot when I first started working with ESP on custom shops. And I was like, I don't want to ask for too much, So like originally, that first collaboration was to be Eclipse 7
He was
string.
black. He was a kid in a candy shop for months, man. Like when he was talking about this thing. I mean, I was like tuning in and out. He nerd out on his guitar. I don't know what the hell he's talking about. And like he's going off and off. And, like I see the excitement. I see he's like, what are you so excited about? And then he's all like, it's coming in a couple days, dude.
Yeah, it took a year, man. I had to wait a year. I turned in the like the specs, like how we built it, and it took a year and a month actually.
And he finally came in the mail and he busted it out. And I was just like, I get it. And I'm like, oh man, that thing's so nice.
When I seen that today, it was like looking at someone's new car, new life.
Yeah, dude.
And I was like, been watching Mark play that black one for years.
Yeah,
years.
Signature, yeah.
I remember watching the YouTube video. I think it was a Download Fest that you explained it, or it was one of those festivals where you talk about it, And I try to stay up on you guys pretty much, to see something new was killed.
Dude, yeah, we're super. I can't believe it. Like it's one of those dream guitars. Like I'm back on Floyd Rose. I got a whammy bar, so I can like fuck around with that shit again, and that opens me up a lot more. It takes me back to my roots of playing because I first started playing on like Strats and Ibanez's, and all of them had Floyd Roses or whammy bars. So I was always into that. I was always into like Dime and Randy Rhodes and all this. And, once I switched to the Eclipse, which I wanted the Les Pauls, body style, Eclipse body style, I wanted that. That's like where I come from. But now having that V, having the Floyd Rose, like I feel so at home again. It's it's opening me up really good.
Well, it reminds me, like, would you, if someone came up to you and said, hey, I got like the original, prototype of what, Head was playing back in the day, would you trade that guitar for something like that or no? The only reason I ask you is because my boy Jesse from New York, Jesse Keaton, he traded his Woody for a guitar like that.
Yeah.
And he was like, when I was here in Pittsburgh, he brought it out to me, and he was like so stoked. He was like, look at this, it's a prototype like what Head was using.
I remember when he got that guitar, I think he got it here.
It was on your tour with him.
He got it. No, it wasn't here. I remember when he got it.
It was before this song, I think.
No, that guitar is fucking unreal badass.
So would you do the same?
I wouldn't do the same. I would not. No, because this guitar is like something I always, with my customs and everything, it's like they're always something that goes further back. It's another dream come true kind of thing. Like I've had it in my head. If I could build this guitar, you know what I mean, I would.
This would be it.
This would be it. This one and my previous guitar. So it's like all my guitars. It's like anytime I get a custom, it's not something I just pull out of my ass that I haven't had in my.
Sit down.
I've been thinking about it for like a majority of my life. Like it's something that I want really bad, So yeah, I mean, I still have other ideas that I want to have come to life in the future. So yeah, hell no would I trade my customs for anything. They're one of a kind. They're mine, and no, I wouldn't. I want my family to have them. When I'm gone, like that kind of shit.
Hear that shit, Jesse?
Sorry, Jesse. Love you, Jesse.
Now, I was talking to a gentleman that does your production work, the guy who made the DVD, made all the DVDs.
Jeremy.
Yeah. And he let me in on a little secret today. Can we talk about it?
I'm sure if we can't, then we'll tell you not to. I'm sure it's fine.
About the DVD that's possibly coming out.
Oh, yeah. Well, we've kind of let that cat out of the bag, I think.
Well, see, I didn't hear about this until today.
Well, I mean,
and he reflected it to me like almost like the Pantera 3 video.
Well, we have a DVD that's done and edited. It's just we've been really working on trying to get it to come out.
That's what he told me.
Yeah, that's it. I mean,
there's
I don't want to say
there's a bunch of, you know, management and red tape stuff that has been preventing it from coming out for a long time, and you know, that might be happening. We're leaning towards it maybe is happening.
Yeah. It's very what would be the word you would use? Intimate, like.
Yeah.
That's us for real.
Yeah.
It's home. It's from the beginning.
It's pretty much like it's pretty much everything they had during those years of Century Media. You know what I mean? Like it's everything, all the video, all like the phone footage, just real shit, and it's cut like you know, it feels like
It's pretty
terrible video.
It's pretty chronological too. Like it goes from the beginning up to our last tour with Mitch.
Yeah.
And it's got everything that you could ever imagine. Like even shit that I'm like, my ego says take that out of there, but I'm just gonna let that be there because it's like that is me. That's like I'm there, you know. Like there's like lots of just raw, like us being us like getting mad at each other and like stuff like that. So
Yeah.
like it's a pretty gnarly thing to
Well, I
watch.
hope it doesn't.
Yeah, me too.
It would be sick. So, Eddie, I gotta ask you a question. I watched the DVD that came with the new CD a lot.
Sure.
And how did you come up with that thing to do that underneath the bridge?
Oh man.
Like how did that just come
I
about?
don't even remember what you're talking about. I do shit. I do
Like there
crazy
was
shit all the
like
time.
a troll underneath the bridge, and I think it was in Australia.
Dude, because man, there's bridge trolls. Dude. It's just,
Bridge trolls, bitches.
That's real things, man. They'll come up, steal your panties right out their ass. You know what I mean? So, I don't know, dude. I will do something really stupid that I think is hilarious, and I'll do it because I don't really give a fuck.
Other people think it's funny.
Yeah, other people think it's funny. I
Well,
love
I think
it.
you catch us on tape then, you know what I mean?
That's the thing. Is you guys, they are little troll bits because you have to catch me.
That's probably that comes from the troll toll.
Yeah, dude,
That
that's
probably
the
comes from like us making fun of our guitar tag.
Yes, dude.
Trent, we call him like a troll.
We call him Trentle.
Trentle.
Yeah, Trentle. Yeah.
That probably came from a stupid inside joke.
Yeah, it's very dumb. And I do. It's like the creep
I love
dude.
it, man. It's so creepy, you know? But just a couple more things before we go, if that's okay. When you guys are on tour, one vice that you have to have, that you don't have while you're at home, something you have to have no matter what, while you're on
that I
tour.
don't have one at home.
Is there anything?
What I don't have at home.
Yeah, that's the hard part.
Yeah.
Usually I try to incorporate everything that I have at home here on the road.
Yeah, that's kind of more the way to
Yeah.
go. Like taking everything that you do at home and bringing it right to the road is pretty much the name of the game.
I would say that I'm addicted to folding all my stuff and having it being really organized. That's something that's a good point. Like it almost like takes me too long to go to lunch with these guys, or like I'll be the last guy out because I like everything has to be in a neat place, or else I feel just very disorganized. I know it throws me off. So I would say it's more of a pet peeve more than anything else, but that's something that's like I have to have it.
I'm the same way. My shit's gotta be a certain way.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's a military thing. My shit's gotta be this way.
Yeah, that's
You? For me, honestly, like this past like 2 years, a little over a year and a half has been like my coffee process. Like waking up and making 1 cup of coffee. Like I do like
Cafe Bustro?
No, I do like bulletproof coffee, like with like coffee with butter and MCT oil. I don't know if you know about this. It's just like I brew up 1 cup of coffee with an AeroPress, and I have a coffee grinder, coffee beans. It's like even though it takes me like a half hour to make 1 cup of coffee, but it's like I need that. Need to wake up.
It's the routine.
It's a routine.
It's kind of like what I'm saying. It's like things need to be folded up. It's like if you don't have your routine, you kind of like lose yourself in every day, because you can fall asleep at 6 in the morning and wake up at 3 p.m. and your day will just be this discombobulated mess. And if you don't have these little things that you do on a daily basis, you lose your mind on the road, man. You get those feelings of loneliness and those feelings of sadness that come out of nowhere. They're just like you just kind of like feel down because your stuff's not in order, your stuff's not correct.
It's easy to get out of a routine. It's easy to feel like you're not at home on tour, even though it's as well as we know, home is equally as our home as home is our home.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like we need to find that way to make it so that everywhere is home. Like everywhere is home, wherever we are is home.
It's like your bus is your home.
Yeah, exactly.
And you should, like anybody who comes on, like myself, I have to respect it. Like,
You're one of the most respected.
Yeah, absolutely. I've never had somebody ask me if it's cool to sit down.
Oh, thanks. Last question. If you guys could be in any band, I don't care if it's a band that is no more, what band would it be? What would you do or what would you play?
I play in Black Sabbath and I play drums on this farewell tour.
Like that. So you'd be filling in for Bill Ward.
I'd be doing, but Bill Ward's not on it, so I'm like,
That's what I mean.
it's not a farewell tour unless Ward's there.
That's right.
So I'll just go there and be like a young Bill Ward. I'll like throw my hair out.
I like that. Quick.
I would be like if Faith No More had like the singer screamer combo from like back in the day. I would love to be Mike Patton, like other weird screamer and do other like stuff by side. That would be like my all-time favorite band, and it would have to be the Jim era, Jim Martin era, like the early Faith No More stuff. Like, I love Jim Martin. Bay Area love straight to the day, man.
If I could be in Sabbath for the studio sessions, writing Black Sabbath and Paranoid, I just want to know what that was all about.
Oh my god. Could you imagine?
Oh my god. I could. Also, dude, I could. I'm over there, dude. Like,
because I remember reading the it was either a biography or something where, you know, how Geezer was really getting into growling and stuff like that, and that's how they came up with that image.
That's crazy.
You know, that he's seen that image, you know? I couldn't imagine sitting in that room and coming up with Black Sabbath.
Yeah.
You know?
Cool. Yeah. It's gnarly shit, man, from back in that day, man.
Right.
It's like, dude, they were calling themselves the new church, man. Like basically a new church, new religion. In so many ways, you know. Like, I mean, even in the early stuff, there is a weird tradition of God. You know what I mean? Like, you know, he's actually not talking about being close to it.
That's why they have crosses a lot.
You know what I mean? So it's like they're just talking about it being a new Sabbath. Such a beautiful thing, man. That band has opened my mind up in so many ways, man. It's crazy because I say this all the time, and when I was a kid, when I was like 13 years old, I used to be like, oh, Black Sabbath? I was like, why should I listen to Black Sabbath when there's bands like Korn and Slipknot and stuff? And like Cannibal Corpse. Like, why? And you realize it's like, oh, wait, there wasn't a Black Sabbath. You know what I mean? Back then, you don't put those things together. Growing up, I'm like, oh, wait, that riff right there? Damn, I've heard that so many times. Like, this transition, this kind of movement in a song, it's like, it's been revamped and rehashed and redone so many times by so many other bands. It's like, it's such a beautiful thing to like come back as an adult and be like, man, that's so cool. It gives you, again, that new enthrallment for music again. It fills you up.
That's why, you know, I love Suicide Silence. I love even your bands like you got, you know, it just hits me here.
Yeah,
but so are a lot of these like bands that are coming with that Sabbath vibe, like Ghost, Uncle Acid, and the Dead. I mean, I'm blown away by that shit.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I don't know if it's the imagery or what, but
it's a little it man. They're very talented musicians too.
Like if I would have got to see Sabbath, that's what it would have been like.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, they bring back the mystique, man. They bring back this like level of like disambiguation between the fan and the stage. You know what I mean? Like whatever the artist, it's all about the stage and what's going on stage. And it's all about like going to catch them. You have to go see them play because they're this crazy live show. They have this crazy vibe and essence. And that's what Korn does too. It's like that's what Black Sabbath does. Like there's this like level. It's what Metallica does. It's like there's this level of mystique and like honor that there is between the fan and the artist. And that's like they bring those types of bands bring it back, and we're working our asses off.
Fucking right, you are. You guys are doing it because it affects me hugely.
Dude, the internet takes away a lot of that from people, man. So.
Well, that's why I still go out today and buy a CD. Because I want the imagery. I want to read the lyrics. I want to read who you think. I want to see that shit. I want to see the artwork on the CD. I want to put it in my player and it come up Suicide Silence.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
Yeah, of course.
More than anything.
course. Yeah.
So thank you guys for today.
Cheers,
thank you
man.
guys
It's our
for
pleasure, man.
everything today.
You, man. Yeah.
It was exhilarating. Like
No,
I
it's our pleasure.
can't
It's
wait
our
to watch
pleasure,
you guys
man.
play.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
You know, I just can't wait. Thank you guys, Mark and Eddie, once again from Suicide Silence. Please, please, please fucking support these guys. Please.
Thank you so much.